Yeah, okay, Shivangi. This class will study about the PIR, Purchase Info Record, and this is one of the master data where you will use for the MM side, material management side, and we will discuss about what is the use of this PIR and what is the mandatory settings and what is the number ranges for the PIR. It's a small concept, okay, but PIR is very important master record for MM side. And what is PIR? Do you have any knowledge of PIR, Shivangi?
Yes, purchase info record is basically we maintain a relationship between a vendor and the material.
Mhm.
So in this, the record that will mention in that all the information for that vendor with that material would be linked together.
Okay, okay, fine. Basically, it's like where you can find the exact price for that material, for that vendor, and for the plan, for the period of the month, where you can find the exact price for the vendor, for the material, for that condition period. That is PAR, okay? So, like where it will use PAR? Like whenever you create a manual PO, whenever you create a, whenever the PO is created through contract. So, it depends upon the condition. The price in the PO will be flowed from the PIR, and there are so many settings are there how the price is flowing from only PIR to PO that you learn in pricing procedure. But as of now, just know that the price in the PO will be always flows from PIR. Okay, and if there is no PIR, then it is a different case. Okay, sometimes it will flow from the previous PO, sometimes it will flow from the material master. Okay, how's it? Now we will share the screen of this PAR backend settings and PAR this thing. And I told for the vendor master. So if you want to see this one, okay, like description of this vendor, like in depth, if you want to know what is the vendor master and all, you can see here, okay. Okay. After the class, you can go here and just read the description and all, so that you'll get depth idea of what is vendor master and all. And if you see here, what is the T code for to create a PAR? An M11.
M
Yeah, yeah. And what is for change and what is for display?
M12 and M13.
Okay, fine. So always in MM side, like one will be like creation, two will be like change mode, and three will be like display. Okay, and one more T code will be like if you want to pull the reports of the PAR through material, so the T code is ME1M, ME1M. Okay, and one more T code to sorry. Now go to M11. Mention the vendor for the which vendor you want to create PAR. Mention the purchase organization, mention the plan, and mention the material, and what is the type of info record. This we will study at the time of subcontracting and pipeline and consignment. But now study about the standard PAR. Standard PAR means normal PAR. Just enter. So this material is not maintained in this plant. Just create one new material and to create ROH material. Enter the base unit material group. Enter the valuation class. This I will explain. Okay, don't worry. Standard price. Say it. Now 1913 is maintained in the plan 1000. Now we can create a PIR. Just don't mention anything here. PL lead time. I means PL delivery time. In how many days the vendor will deliver the goods to plant? How many days he will take the? How many days he will take to deliver the goods to plant? Which is called lead time. We will call. So after the once you send the PO copy to vendor, the vendor will take 2 or 3 days time to deliver the goods to vendor. That is called lead time. And purchasing group, the person who is responsible for this material. And standard quantity, what is the quantity? And maintain the price. Now go to display mode. What are you maintained here? PL delivery time, purchasing group, standard quantity, and price. It will flow to the PO. Okay. Whenever you create a PO with respect to standard, like without contract, if you create the PO, the price will always flows from the PIR. If PIR is there already, always it will flow from like 10 PL lead time it will flow, and purchasing group also everything it will flow from PIR. And now we'll see that field settings. How can you set the field settings and how can you do the number ranges of this PIR? For this, you need to go to SPRO. Any configuration that you should do, then you should go to SPRO, and then there you can do the SPRO settings and all. Ashen SPRO. Go to SAP reference image. Yes, go to materials management. Previously, we used to go to logistic general, okay, which is related to material master and vendor master. But this is related to PIR. Okay, for PIR, you should go to materials management, go to purchasing. This path and all, if you practice for 10 to 15 times, then you'll know the path, okay. You should practice by going path and all. After that, you'll get to know. Go to here. If you can see here, purchase info record is there here. Just execute. And you can see here, define number ranges and define screen layout. Execute define number ranges. Even the number ranges and the field settings are same as vendor master. How you created the vendor master, this is the same. Go to groups. Here you can see already existing 2 groups are there. If you want to create new group, then you can create a new group. Insert new group, same process. Like you need to create a number ranges, internal external number ranges, and you should assign. Here define screen layout. Here if you see, as per the T code wise they have given the screen layout. Like ME11 what and all fields you can change. ME11 what and all fields you can control. ME12 what and all fields you can control. ME13 anyway you can't control any fields and all. But if you see here ME11, same. What is basic data? What is reference data? What is administration data? Conditions, price related things, tests. In here also some text will be there. Go to basic data. In basic data, what is there? Vendor, material, purchase organization, plan, info category. So is the things are like mandatory things or like optional or display? So all these things you'll be doing when you're doing configuration, okay? Like first name implementation you are doing. At that time you will define all those things. And very rare situations you will define the field settings and number ranges once you involve in the project. And if you are working as an end user, just forget about all these things. You will not work on all these things. As an end user, you will maintain a PAR. You will create one PAR and you will create POs and all, but you will not maintain all these settings in SPRO. And ME12 change mode. What all you can control. So it's like whenever you change any condition, you can control the field settings that okay, this is a change mode. You should enter this field. Whenever he is creating, at the time it will not ask to enter the field, okay? But whenever you want to change the field name, you want to change some data in the PIR, then you should enter that data. That is ME12. Okay, just know about the basic things about how to how to how to see the field settings, how to do the number ranges, these things and all, which is like basic. And thing is like I am explaining you the basic things, okay? Like